This is my review on 2013 Season 1 of Teen Titans Go. It's kind of a parody of the old Teen Titans show and also the superhero genre as a whole. How it plays it off. And it has and that's what it basically does in each episode. It's really a riff on the early 2003 Teen Titans run that aired in 2003 and continue on for like 5 or 4 seasons, I think. They were going to make another season, but for some reason, toys wouldn't sell, even though it was a popular show, so they canceled it. Same reason why they did with Spectacular Spider-Man, but that show got canceled. So yeah, popular show, really liked, but toys weren't selling as well, so they stopped the show. And so the second incarnation of Teen Titans in any adaptation is this one. And the first adaptation of Teen Titans in any form would be the 2003 run that aired in 2003 until later in the 2000s is when it ended. What's strange about this show, I found was, and not this isn't really complete, but I just found it strange how you basically are telling. I thought it was strange how they got the same cast from the 2003 series for the new show Teen Titans Go from that aired in 2013, and turns out that ran for 8 seasons, a lot longer than the last season with Teen Titans that was animated. So this is a very absurd show but in a good way. I like how for Robin to become leader again in season 1, he makes Kid Flash break his own leg and trips him with his super speed and has him break his leg so he can cheat and win the team leader title back. It has really a mean spirited side to it at times, along with his humor. Like that. That's kind of sick. Sort of like a family-friendly Family Guy at times. And other times it has other times, they would do something really more lighthearted and more innocent, fighting Santa Claus for a Christmas special, and him being the main villain of the Christmas special with the Teen Titans. Santa Claus was Teen Titans. Santa Claus is evil in this one universe, and a villain that they only fight him during the Christmas special of the episodes of the series. And I will say, I will say it did kind of bother me a little bit, so I'm wondering, why would they do this if they're getting the same cast that played the Teen Titans and the same cast for everybody for this new interpretation? But then I thought about it, and I think that actually makes sense, because Sing is basically a parody of the 2003 Teen Titans incarnation. And so that's when it stopped bothering when I thought about that. So yeah. This is one of the things, even if I told you exact replication of that happened in each episode, you just have to see the season 1 just to believe it. Even if I told you every episode individually, and then made an individual review for each episode. I'm not going to do that at least for season 1. Maybe for the later seasons. I don't know. But it's like one of the series of a season is where no matter how much detail a description I would give you, could give you even more spot on accurate, 100% in every detail. It's just one of those things you kind of have to see to experience to fully understand the madness that is Teen Titans Go Season 1 and why I personally think it's one of the best shows ever for anything, including comic books. And I really enjoy this. I actually thought it was a very, kind of a refreshing take on the superhero genre, like how he approached it as a comedy, because I thought that was really interesting because, okay, there was a DC show that did that, but it took place point of view from the civilians within the DC world, and that got like answered for like 1 or 2 seasons. This is the second time DC does this. They decide to spoof the hero genre, but instead of taking place in front of the civilian, it takes place in front of the heroes of the DC world. So that's kind of what I like about it. That, I mean, there was only 2 shows. This was this first show that DC did that took us a spoof on the superhero genre. The first time in a superhero show lasted for 1 or 2 seasons, I think, and I can't remember what his name says. Super Workers something, superheroes that something super. Not sure what the title is exactly, but yeah, it was about these co-workers who lived in the world of DC in this building, who are just regular office workers that live in the world of superheroes, but you never got to see the actual superhero from DC lore. So you didn't know how a likable portrayal was going to be annoying, or you just didn't know, because you never saw any of the superheroes within DC lore in that show. You saw basically, their figures or like, you saw like a Batman's Batarang, but you never saw anything else more than a Batman's Batarang. Not even seeing them from the behind or in the shadows. And I guess it kind of bothered me that they did that with Peacemaker again. Except for maybe Flash and Aquaman, was the Justice Leagues of Peacemaker Season 1 finale. It looks like they kind of gotten they don't like. I don't know who's responsible for that, but it looks like they really didn't learn from their mistakes. I'm sorry, but it's okay to show these characters in a comedic setting. If you're going to do a riff on them, or a spoof on them, it's okay to. I'd rather like see that comedic side of the superheroes than a comedic side of a bunch of civilians who I know nothing about, that I'm sure are more important than the comic book world, but less important, at least to me, than what the writers had intended for these casts, like that superhero show that I was just referencing, not Teen Titans, the other one, in this video. So, yeah, I also, like, I didn't mind the animation. I will say, people do complain about the animation, but I don't think it's bad. It's weird, but so was Spectacular Spider-Man had weird animation, how they drew the characters, but, everyone grew attached to that one, but, people seem to, like, I guess over time, people seem to, ease off on the show of Teen Titans Go as the years gone. People seem to ease off on it, like, cut the show some slack when it's really not as bad as you were saying it is. So it's so I really like the show. Robin is definitely the funniest one because he's just a fucking hyperactive control freak, wingnut. Beast Boy and Cyborg are lazy doofuses. And Starfire in this incarnation, she's Could go for Cocoa Puffs. And might be kind of naive or dumb, I'm not sure. Compared to all of the other ones on the team. And Raven, well, she in season 1 is the most familiar to her 2003 counterpart representation versus everyone else's. So, if you see what Raven's like on the 2003 run of Teen Titans, you're basically going to get that, but just in a more comedic environment. That's more lighthearted and silly and very, very absurd and wild. And you get to the best part is like, what I really like about the show, the best part, like, I will say one of the things in ways it does improve from the original 2003 counterpart is that I like that you got to see more of the banter between the team and them interacting off each other throughout each episode. I never felt like I fully got that treatment of the heroes interacting with each other like kids, other than, oh, Teen Titans, do this, wash the dishes, Teen Titans, kill a slave, Teen Titans, get toilet paper, Teen Titans, do this, of Robin, telling teachers what to do and shit. Is like what most of it got. But I wish, we could have acted them, because seeing the teenagers, I wish we could have acted them, see them acting more like teenagers and what their banter's like. Sort of how we got with the first 4 Avengers movies. 5 counting Civil War. Even though we kind of got that to a minimum level at times, it was still there. I felt like, with Teen Titans 2003 one at least, it felt like it very, very happened. Like, there were times when I felt like, okay, this is going to be some banter, banter between the team, and it doesn't happen at times when I think it would happen. Like, something like awkward happened or funny happened. It's like it says, or something, a twist happened or something. It never really happened until the latest seasons, at least till the last 2 seasons of that show, of Teen Titans from 2003 one. That's when they started to really give you a proper amount of superhero banter between the team and also the world they interact with. This one does that better because right from the start it does that. That the last 2 seasons didn't really focus on, had trouble focusing on, because they were, well, I guess they were more point on story structure and kind of telling a serialized story each season. And I don't think that's bad or a strategy, but, it would be, as a team-up show, you're supposed to have some banter between the team. It can't just be completely dense a lot of the times, and no really interaction other than Robin shouting orders and orders. It gets kind of a little repetitive to me, or boring, one or the other, or both. Which is the 2003 show. I felt like it did. I still like both runs of 2013's Teen Titans going Teen Titans from 2003. But I have to be frank, I think I like Teen Titans Go more because of the banter that I didn't really got at all ever from them. And I still didn't get it at all from them when they returned and Teen Titans Go versus the Teen Titans movie from 2017 that DC released as an animated picture. And I don't know, it's to me, when you don't have the superheroes banter as a team, or interact with anyone else, or interact off each other, to me, they seem more artificial and fake, and not as convincing that they're a living, breathing thing. To me, and the world of fiction with comic book stuff, and that's actually one of the problems with the first X-Men movie from 2000 with Hugh Jackman. One of my problems, number one actually. Number two was him being a pussy ass Wolverine and portraying him like that. And being an easy target to get the shit being off him throughout the movie. Also, I will say, not every okay, let me explain this. Teen Titans Go, you don't need to see every episode in order. Even though they take place in the same continuity, you don't really need, it's like kind of it's not serialized like the earlier season of Teen Titans was from 2003, before the last two seasons came out of that era of the run. It's more separate, even more majority of them was they're separate things of stories, which I kind of like this show better because of that. Because look, I don't mind when you do serialized series, but you know, I feel like Teen Titans from 2003 at least run, whenever they did it, unless it was the something going on with Terra, the Terra arc or something was Beast Boy and Terra, it didn't feel like it needed to be all that need to be connected into a coherent narrative, because it doesn't feel coherent in hindsight. Once you have, it feels like a bit of a clusterfuck once you see, if you see them more in order than an individual, the old Teen Titans show from 2003, I felt. At a lot of the times. At least with the more early episodes, but especially with season 1, that was, actually, I take my back. Season 1 was the only one that got it right for doing a serialize. It was when season 2, they kind of screwed the pooch. And making a serialized, engaging show that felt like it needed to be serialized and it had to be seen in order. Once it got to season 2, well, you could tell that they were, like in Young Justice, you could tell they were more focused on, exploring the world within Teen Titans lore in the show, than actually telling a coherent narrative. No matter how much it doesn't make sense. And how much questions you might have, like, wait, what is the narrative? What's going on? Wait, you more setup for this world, okay? Okay, there's no narrative. Okay, and wait, there's something going on, and it ends. That's it. That's what season like after season 2 for each season is like in a nutshell for the 2003 era, including the last 2 seasons of that era. Another reason why I think I like Teen Titans Go more than Teen Titans from 2003 run. And a third reason, I feel like the two, I don't know what, maybe it's I don't know if it's the writing or both. It's either writing or the fact that the characters do a better job interacting with each other in the 2003 run. Might be the third reason. I'm not sure which one it is, what the answer is for that. But whatever it is, I like this show more than 2003 Teen Titans show, Teen Titans Go. So that's why I give season 1 so far of the season run 10 out of 10. And there are 8 seasons total, and that means 7 more to go after this video for the seasons. Goodbye, subscribe, and like this video. I love Teen Titans Go. I give this a 10 out of 10. Good night.